I did want to put on record that I am wearing a shirt throughout the entire video. I'm not naked. Okay, so this is going to be a trial run. Hopefully this goes good. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's see what I did there. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the look that you see me wearing right now. I'm calling this like easy back to school glam. Either for your first day or, you know, even in the middle of the year, even if it's on a Tuesday. Turn out Tuesday. What? I think this is appropriate for high school and college, middle school, maybe if you're in 8th grade and your parents are a little bit lenient. These days 12-year-olds look like they're 27 though, so I mean, let's be realistic. I am gonna have a video going up a little bit later on that is a little bit more toned down, a little bit more everyday, if you will. And I'm thinking about doing like an easy 5-minute back to school look. So if you want to see how I get this look, then keep on watching.
Hey guys! Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to moisturize thy lips because you don't want crusty crusts happening. That's the Baby Lips original formula. So good. And we're going to put the hair up in a bun because it's hot. And I'm sweaty. And I'm not trying to have hair in my face when I'm doing my makeup. Alright, hair in the bun. Looking cute. Looking cute. Looking okay. Alright, first step is we're going to moisturize our face. This is the Cetaphil Daily Advanced Lotion for dry and sensitive skin. And I'm just putting that all over my face and neck. It's a really good moisturizer to use in place of a primer. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the brows. This is the NYX Eyebrow Powder Duo something. I'm using the darker shade to outline and the lighter shade to kind of fill it in. One brow, check. And I'm just going to run this spoolie through it just to make sure that everything is really well blended. That way it doesn't look too drawn on. And look at there. 2 eyebrows on. Looking cute, girl. Looking cute. Yeah. Next is foundation. We're going to use the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 201, which is Classic Ivory. We're just putting that on my cheeks and on my forehead and on my chin. And I'm using a kabuki buffer brush, I guess you'd call it. That's from BS Mall. You can find them on Amazon. And I'm using a brush today versus a beauty blender because I kind of wanted a more fuller coverage. And a lot of times when you use a beauty sponge, you get a sheerer coverage, but I wanted my redness to be covered up today. So that's what we're doing there. And I'm just blending out my cheeks and my chin and putting some on my eyeballs. We're just going to be putting it all over the face. Just smear it on your face. Just lather it up. And like I said, this definitely does give you full coverage, for sure, like 100% when you do this method. So if you've never used a brush to put on your foundation, just try it once. You don't even have to try it with like foundation. You can do it with like BB cream, but you'll see the difference that it makes in the long run. Don't forget the little nose. And I always throw some on my eyelid just to kind of like help my concealer out. And for concealer, we're going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. That's in the shade 15, which is fair. And I'm just doing 3 stripes underneath each eye because I haven't really been into that whole triangle thing lately. And that's the same concealer. This is in the shade 10, which is light. So it's the same basic shade. It's just one has a little bit more pink tones, one has a little bit more yellow tones. But when I mix them together, it's like the perfect tone for my skin. And I put some on my eyelids just to kind of reduce any veins or redness that might happen later on. And this is an angled kabuki brush, I guess you'd call it. I'm not really sure. Again, came from BS Mall though, and they came in like a little kit. And we're just blending that out underneath our eyes. I always blend from the outside in first, and then I go back. That helps prevent the creasing underneath the eye. This concealer also aids in that because it's not really big on the creasing part. So I like that. And next is the face powder. I'm using, girl, put that down. I'm using the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Powder, and then I'm using a really big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. I don't think I showed the camera, but we're just putting that powder all over our face, and I'm putting it under my eye as well, because for this look, I'm not really putting baby powder on, because I'm not trying to bake or contour or anything like that. I just kind of want like a flawless, seamless look, and this powdered foundation really does help you with that. And I'm putting some, like I said, under my eye to set my under eye concealer. And you always want to make sure you run it down your neck and on your ears. And I am taking a little bit of baby powder on this tapered brush just to kind of lighten the under eye area. Y'all know I can't go a day without my baby powder. Alright, so now we can move on to eyes. I'm using the Ulta Rose Gold 12-piece eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like when you open her up. Sorry for the angle, I was watching Netflix. Okay, first color that we're going to go with is Prosecco, and that's a really light shade. It's going to be like our transition shade for this look, and I'm just putting that all over the eyelid. I'm using a Morphe M330 tapered brush, and we're just making sure we put that all the way up to the brow bone and all the way into the inner corner, just covering the entire eye. Cover everything. And like I said, it's just a nice tapered blending brush. It's pretty soft, so it feels good on your eye. And I'm just making sure that Prosecco is where it's supposed to be for that soft and subtle look. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in with the color Bubbles, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics Fluffy Blending Brush for that. It's just a really nice light pink color. You can't really see anything on camera, but it is going to make a difference later on when we're blending because everything will kind of blend into that. You got to build up your shadows, girl. Then I'm going to go with the color Breathless, and this is a really nice mauve-y, pinky kind of color. And I'm using the Morphe M330, and I'm putting that a little bit lower in the crease. We are going to keep it on the outer portion of our lid, or crease, or eye, or whatever. And because if you take it in too much, that is going to make you look older, and since we're, you know, young women, we're trying to keep looking young. You know what I mean? So you want to keep everything on the outer portion of your eye. And then I'm going to go back in with the BH Cosmetics brush and the color Bubbles, and I'm just blending out that Breathless color so it doesn't look so, like, intense in your face. And then I'm going to go with the color Desert, and we are putting that on, again, with the Morphe M330. This is kind of like a chocolatey brown, pinky brown type color. And we're putting that, like I said, on the outer portion of our lid, and I am putting a little bit in the crease, not too much though. And then I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics brush again with the color Bubbles on it, and we're just blending that out. And these shadows aren't really, their pigment isn't there when you blend them out, so I find that I have to kind of build them up as I go. So you'll see me back and forth here, packing on the color, blending it out, packing on the color, blending it out. And I am also going back in with a little bit of Breathless mixed in with Desert, just so that my pigment isn't completely lost with that mauve color. And then we're going to go in with the color Sweetheart. This is the darkest brown in the palette, and I'm just doing a little bit because I didn't want this to be like too smoky, but I did want a little bit of dimension, and I'm going back in with that BH Cosmetics blending brush again. And then I'm going to go in, this is actually an e.l.f. blush. It's a pink blush. I don't remember the name of it, but I definitely will link it down below because I wanted more of like a pinky look, and I wasn't really achieving that with the shadow, so I was like, you know what, let me grab a blush. And makeup is makeup. You can use makeup for whatever you want to use it for. So it says blush, but I turned it into an eyeshadow, and it kind of gave me like this fuchsia purple shadow, and I kind of liked it. And I'm just going back in with the BH Cosmetics blending brush, just making sure that everything is really well blended out. And I'm kind of focusing it in the crease just so that, you know, it looks kind of seamless in the crease. I didn't want to do like a cut crease or anything too intense. And then I'm going to go with the color Champagne. And I'm using a synthetic flat brush for this. Any kind of brush that's flat will work. You could try with a fluffy brush. You probably won't get the same effects. And it doesn't look like it's making a big difference now, but it will because we're going to be using this Wet n Wild, I think it's an eye glitter. It's kind of like a glittery gel. I think maybe it's more meant for like your body, but I mean, I'm going to put it on my eyelid. And I'm using that same synthetic brush, and I'm putting that everywhere that we put Champagne. I'm focusing it more in the center of the eye to give it kind of a pop, and you can see the difference that it makes. When you put it on, it is a little bit sheer, so it's not like a glitter. Like I said, it's very sticky, so it's kind of like a lip gloss mixed with a glitter, but it is really pretty. And now I'm going in with a definer brush. That one is from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to go in with the color Sweetheart. And we're going to be putting that color on the outer portion of our lower lash line. Like I said, you want to kind of avoid the inner portion because we don't want to look too old. And we're just keeping that really tight to the lashes. And then I'm taking a BH tapered blending brush, I guess you'd say, and I'm also taking the BH Cosmetics Fluffy Blending Brush, and we're just taking all of the shades that we used on the upper lid on the lower lash line, just so that everything kind of looks similar, looks like they're in the same family. And next we're going to do mascara. This is L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and I'm putting that on the upper and lower lashes. And then I'm going to be going in with bronzer. Sorry, this is from Essence. I found this at Ulta. It says for brunettes, but you can really use it for anything. This is in the shade 02, which is Sunny. It's a matte bronzing powder, and it is perfect for any kind of skin type. It says, or they have, I think, 2 or 3 other shades that you can definitely choose from, and that big old bronzing thing was only like $4 or $5. And I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush. Also, I'll show you a shot later on, but I like this brush for bronzer because it's big and fluffy, and it just kind of applies everything very sheer. And me personally, I can get carried away with bronzer, so that's why I like this brush. And I also put some on my jawline just because it kind of gives you that overall sun-kissed look. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. Bronze it up, girl. Ooh, yep, get it. Next up, after that brush, get away. Next up, I'm going to be using this Morphe brush. I know that it's a duo fiber stippling brush. I just don't know the name of it, like a M something. But I'm using that and the e.l.f. blush that we talked about earlier, and that's going to be the blush that I use for my face. And I find that a duo fiber brush works a lot better than like a powder brush, I guess you'd say, because when you use a stippling brush, it applies it so seamlessly, and all you really have to do is like tap it back and forth. And as you can see, I am dragging it up towards my hairline. That way it just kind of blends in with my bronzer. I don't want it to have just pink on my cheeks. I don't want to look like a clown. I'm trying to be clowns here. Not today. Next, we're going to do the lips. And this is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss in the shade Birthday Babe. It is pretty sheer. It does have some glitter in it, so if you're afraid of glitter, don't get this one. And it does have that kind of peppermint sticky sensation, but it is a nice gloss. Their glosses are pretty expensive, considering you can go and get like a cheap drugstore gloss, but I mean, it's cute. Party over here. Alright, and then I have another lip option for you guys. Lip option number 2. This is from NYX. This is the Butter Gloss. This is in the shade Vanilla Cream Pie, and this is a more affordable lip option. It is a little bit more pigmented, and as you can see, it's a little bit more pink. This one, I use this one constantly. This is like my go-to lip gloss, and it's just like the perfect shade for my skin tone. Both of these glosses are really easy to fit in a backpack, so they're really easy to apply again and again at school. And this one in particular is super small, so you can even put it in your pocket. Next, we're going to take the hair down. I kind of wanted to include like a quick hairstyle for you guys. So I already brushed my hair before I had put it in the bun, but I'm just separating it. I'm kind of taking it and, doing my part. And then I'm taking 2 sections of hair in front, and I'm taking 4 bobby pins. You're going to need 4 bobby pins for this, and that's it. So you're going to take the place where your bangs would normally go. Hold on, got to get the bobby pins. And we are going to collect a portion of bang, and then as you're putting in the bobby pin, you're going to kind of push the hair up towards your part. So as you can see, it kind of gives you like that volumized bang. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and I'm coming in at opposite directions with the bobby pins. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, so that's how I got that look, and it was super simple, super easy, and you really didn't have to do anything.
Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this easy glam back to school look. Back to school glam, this easy back to school glam. I will have everything listed down below along with prices so that you know how much everything costs, because I know back to school season is just filled with expenses. You gotta buy crayons and wipes for every other kid in the class, and along with clothes and new backpacks, folders, paper, things like that. It just adds up. So if you're looking for a new look for school, This is super easy, and it's actually not that much makeup that I'm wearing, and it's school appropriate. It doesn't look too adultish. I think I did a pretty good job with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat because I post 1 to 3 times a day. It's mostly of my dog, but she's cute and I'm cute, so you should follow me there. And then also don't forget about my Instagram. I will have it linked over there. And I'm starting to post more and more on Instagram, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know, you might know when new videos are coming out, and I don't know, you might want to watch my videos more. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, girl could use it. Don't forget to comment if you love this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye guys.